just watch? Please, someone tell me I did not watch what I think I just watched. So, an anime that gave me Psycho-Pass vibes, and gave me Makushima Shogo type vibes to the main villain, turns around and gives us an episode like this. What the hell did I just watch? I have nothing against yaoi and any fans of yaoi, since I love Yuri anime, but this felt so out of place in an anime. This was just, it doesn't suit in this anime. What I'm getting at is, you have some serious moments last episode. We get some dark moments with the child with the freaking bloody jacket, especially with the villain, and then all of a sudden we get something like this, so they go to a hot spring. Okay, I can deal with fan service, generic fan service. Give me fan service. I'm fine with that. I am fine with fan service. But you turn around, I think it's going to be a cliche fan service episode, and then you make something like this. And we get to see, it's so bad that the way they try to betray it, I mean, you got someone that says, okay, let me use my power, my minimum power. He's freaking like, literally, he's showing his abs, he's ripped. He's like, like this, freaking like 10 times, or more than 10 times. Literally, they focus on him doing the exact same action with the exact same sound, repeating over and over and over again. You get what I'm saying? For at least a good about 2 freaking minutes. That was so, it was lazy. In my standpoint as an actual anime, I want to say that was lazy for audio visuals. And yes, they reused a lot of scenes over and over freaking again. So I didn't like that. That's one thing right there. That's just stating my fact of the animation and the sound effects. It was just very a cop-out. It was a really major cop-out of this episode. I don't know if this actual, I guess, episode was ever in the manga or light novels. I don't know what the Hamatora is based off of. But this was utter shit. This has to be the worst episode I have seen all year long of anime so far of this year. Because it's so out there for this series. I'm so disappointed. This episode alone, not because of the yaoi, just because the way it was done and the way the situation they just placed it in this actual series, makes me want to drop the show. It really does. I'm going to have a hard time really wanting to take this anime series seriously now after seeing this episode. Now, I don't know how a lot of you feel right now in the audience that's currently watching this video, but as a standpoint from an actual good storyline and how much potential this anime had, this literally just really sets the bar very low now. Very low. This was just such a waste of an episode. I mean, there was no major importance at all. The only major thing I could really take seriously in this episode that really happened was right at the end when we get to see the detective type dude that's working with Art literally stab the dude on the internet and says, oh, you won't be able to find more of all that, and he just kills him. You see blood, and then just the episode ends. Now, there's one factor. I know that was very important. I know that was supposed to be impactful and a huge shocker and surprise, but let me tell you something about that. There's one thing from actually being the shocker and popping up with another villain in the series that would be cool, to another that feels just, like, out of place. Okay, so you give us this, I guess, man service all freaking episode, okay? And then you turn around, we get a generic type ending with basically, you know, the end of the case. The dude basically loves a freaking idol and he worships him pretty much and wants to, I guess, brainwash the freaking Republican of just another Republican. I don't know. See, what I'm getting at is, it was just so rushed feeling. It's not the point of rushed feeling, actually. It's the point of how the actual sequences of the episode really panned out. It felt like it was just so out of place. The way they tried to add that little section at the ending of this episode, it did not feel right. The atmosphere was not even right in that scene. It was not. The music, the ambience, I love the ambience music. The ambience music, at the very least, I love the ambience. It was a good scene with the music. But the entire section with the way the dude got killed, I felt no emotions. I felt no shock. If I was shocked, I was just shocked from the unbelievable amount of just putting something like this in an episode that I really could not take seriously literally 99% of the time of this episode. So, that was a really stupid way to put something like this, a major climax turning point into the series. So disappointment. I have nothing but disappointment into this episode. I mean, this episode was almost completely unwatchable for me. That is how bad it was because of just the way they went completely off track for what the series could have been. I mean, last episode wasn't the greatest thing ever, but it still had a good enough plot, and we had a crazy villain that's actually starting to finally get built up a little bit, and we find out about this. So just, I'm so disappointed. I am so frustrated with Hamatora. I don't know if I want to drop the series. I really don't. And I want to listen to all of you right now in the audience and anyone in the community that wants to say something right now. I will gladly listen to your opinions on this episode. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if I should continue watching this series. And I want to also know if you're going to drop or continue watching this series. Now, remember, once again, my standpoint isn't because of the actual yaoi in this episode. It's the main point of the way they went just completely so off track in atmosphere tone of the series, the way it was leading up into, and make this pointless garbage episode. So, that's what I'm going to state right there. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live, and I'm going to have to still continue working on my mind on what the hell I just watched. Everybody be safe. Chibi out.